Salt Lake City, Utah, the scene for the Pelicans. Following similar paths in college, now they are absolute terrors at the forward positions. Zion and Ingram are ready to go as they get set to square off against the Jazz. Pelicans, Jazz, coming right up on 2K Sports. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Jordan Clarkson.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Daniels out there with Herbert Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. And for the Jazz, John Collins is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's George. And it's Abaji in at the 3. Always exciting to see two teams with bright futures, Greg. Young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you've got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen.
Now, here is George. Clarkson outside. He can't get that one. Good D by Jones. Here's Williamson. Oh! He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now here's Jones. His last outing, he had 18 points. Releases from 15. Collins grabs the miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Utah. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Here's Clarkson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He was 1 for 2.
Well, near the basket, sometimes you got to do some things with the basketball just to get it up on the glass. Pretty creative shot there from Jordan.
There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big 3, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
Here's Clarkson. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Outside, Markkanen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Passes to Ingram. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just figuring out more and more how to find points in production from the free throw line. Ingram, a real pro at drawing fouls at this level.
And that one falls for Ingram. Brandon Ingram, tiny dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent, and he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
Williamson with it, now defended by Markkanen. Pass to Daniels. And here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas draws the double. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I like the quick trigger from Jones that time. I know the shot was there, and I know he didn't wait for it.
Jones against Clarkson. To the paint. That's good from Collins on the assist from Clarkson.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And that one is good. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
Clarkson against Jones to the inside. Here's Abaji. Some solid defense from Ingram. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They lead by 4. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
And the Jazz with some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Markkanen. Colin Sexton comes in for Clarkson. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for George. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Zeller, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Nance comes in for Williamson. Hawkins checked in for Herbert Jones. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Daniels. The Jazz with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Ingram. The shot misses. Collins with some nice D. And it's Ingram missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Horton-Tucker. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. There's a screen by Collins. Sexton's shot is good.
He knows he can make it from there, so he shoots that one with confidence. Sexton looking very, very self-assured right now.
Here's Ingram. And the shot goes in. Ingram's got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
New Orleans leading by 6. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Zeller. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Williamson. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Kicks it to Olynyk. Outside, marking it. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 5. You know, bro, we know how intense NBA practices can get, but how often do tempers boil over?
Well, practices are where you improve, and it's also a chance for guys who are on the bench to let the coaches know. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, Horton Tucker, still without a basket. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Utah Jazz have found themselves a new all-star in Lauri Markkanen. Coach Will Hardy says he's our best player, but we're not making our team about him. We have a lot of really good players. Everyone is finding a way to coexist, and that's the great thing about our team. Kevin?
Yeah, a quick rebuild. And David Aldridge, thank you for that report. Williamson from long range. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The rare Zion 3, when it goes in, you just take it. It's like found money in the couch.
And when Zion Williamson Brent is on the floor, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, but we got to keep him on the floor. That's the way that not only Zion's going to improve, but this is the way this team has a pathway to the playoffs.
Here's Alvarado, defended by Horton Tucker. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. George comes in for Horton Tucker. Lewis checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Williamson. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Marshall passes to Lewis. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by George. Clarkson kicks to George. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Olynyk dishes to Clarkson over Marshall. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist from Olynyk. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight.
And Jordan Clarkson tries to be aggressive for most of the game. And when he's looking to score from the mid-range, if he knocks a couple down, he could be dangerous.
And the dunk by Zeller.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Sexton attacking. And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Cody Zeller. Brandon Ingram comes in for Williamson. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Marshall. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Lewis. Now here's Ingram, guarded closely. Jones, the pass to Ingram. And he makes that one. Ingram's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
The pass to Hendricks. Collins in the post. Guarded by Valanciunas. Collins, good.
Just not letting the defense get to him from that spot. Collins confidently knocks that one down.
Ingram outside. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got the lead back up to 9 now for New Orleans.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Collins against Valanciunas. Again, the Jazz score.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here he goes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And more and more, the contact just not slowing down Brandon Ingram as he mixes it up on the inside through contact.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And Utah making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. And that one falls for Ingram.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
George finds Markkanen. Collins a screen on Ingram. Lobbed up there for Collins. Markkanen passes to Collins. Jazz passing it around. Shots good by Clarkson.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Ingram against Markkanen. Ingram outside. Jones for three, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Yeah, they got to like the look of their next few games. Some soft targets in there. That's no reason to take it easy on them. Got to drop that hammer. Boom.
Big fella not cutting them any slack. That's how we do it here at 2K. And now talking about our current game, got to be impressed with the big halftime lead for the Pelicans.
They've unleashed the dog. Shaq, you're a dog. You understand what that is.
You know my feeling. Woof, 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 woof.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Pelicans leading by 10. They've got Markkanen. George is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Collins. And it's Abaji in at the three spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Right on the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Jazz shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Clarkson bounce pass. A fadeaway. And Utah again with the bucket.
A combo guard who can do a lot of things decently well. Jordan Clarkson, solid at dishing that rock.
Ingram kicks to Jones. Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Markkanen. And there's Williamson on the assist by Jones. Williamson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. George passes to Abaji. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Ingram outside. Markkanen pulls it in.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Passes it to Abaji. Over Ingram. Misses the chippy right there. New Orleans leading by 10. Williamson dishes to Daniels. Pass to Valanciunas. He kicks to Ingram. Takes it from 10, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
George with the ball. Still scoreless. There's the pass to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Collins a screen on Jones. Clarkson for 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
I'd like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the three-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Ingram. Kicks it to Jones. Back to Ingram. And he uses the glass on the lane. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Passes it to Collins. Back to Clarkson. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, a lot of ways that Clarkson can beat you. Most of the time it's off the dribble, but when he's shooting the ball well, he's a dangerous offensive player.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram's work ethic has made him an all-star. He was in the Pelicans facility so much they banned him on off days. He said, "I hate it, but I use those off days to visualize the game." So what is he like? He says being called out. Players at this level think they're above that. Kevin?
Not him. Hey, David, thanks. And the Jazz call time here. Both teams changing it up here. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, and the top rebounding teams in the league this season. In third, the Jazz.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
.121 left here in the third quarter. Hawkins against George. Inside, here's Collins, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
John Collins having no problem that time playing through the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
John Collins, one shot.
That one misses for Collins.
Collins has such concentration when he's out on the floor, and it can help really steady a basketball team.
Ingram against Collins. From the wing, another one falls for New Orleans. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Horton Tucker. He's defended by Alvarado. Launches a 3, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And the Jazz making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Gets Ingram atop the key. Zeller, a screen on Markkanen. And that one's good, Ingram.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ingram comes with the double team. Here's Horton Tucker. Traps in the tray. Horton Tucker's got 8.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Markkanen against Ingram. Over Hendricks for 3. Nance. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Markkanen putting some work in on the defensive end, just outworking the shooter, closing out.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Pelicans on top, up 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
It's the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Jazz trail by 7. On the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Jose Alvarado. Cody Zeller out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. Horton Tucker's shot is off. New Orleans has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Hawkins against Sexton. Zeller, a screen on Sexton. Goes up to the stripe. Hawkins shot good. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Sexton's shot is good.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
Pass to Alvarado. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. For 3, Marshall. That shot misses. Utah has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. The pass to Markkanen. There's the pick. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is why coaching staffs continue to ask Markkanen to play aggressive. Good things happen.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
And Utah making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Larry Nance is checked in for New Orleans. Daniels comes in for Jose Alvarado. And Markkanen drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Marshall. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Williamson from long range. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jam. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Abaji can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 5. Williamson looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Zion plays with such force down low. He fights right through. And he'll be at the free throw line.
Shooting for New Orleans, Zion Williamson at the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, that term unicorn kept coming up a lot with some of the draft picks that came into the league. Zion absolutely one of one. What an incredibly unique performer.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nance. Ingram comes in for Najee Marshall. And Jones subbed in for Hawkins. From deep, George drills it from outside.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
On the wing, Daniels, defended by George. Here's Ingram. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. That ball's nice feed that time from George. And now just a 2-point Pelican lead. Ingram outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Williamson. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Zion wants these moments, and coming through here.
Clarkson against Jones. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Drains the three-pointer.
This guy's a gamer.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Valanciunas with a screen on George. Passes it to Ingram. Fade away. And good. He nails it. Ingram's got 12 points in just the second half.
Ingram stepping up and sensing the moment.
Jones against Clarkson. To the inside. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And maybe not the first guy you think about. Collins in the clutch.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Ingram outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. Fires from the wing. And the jumper is on the mark. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. Now with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." They get it done? We'll see. Guys.
Thank you, David.
Absolutely the player they want on the line right now. Jordan Clarkson, a great free throw shooter.
It's the first that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Ingram right side. Good!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Second team foul.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Daniels taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George finds Clarkson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting for New Orleans, Zion Williamson taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game is coming through.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 6. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
You act fast, but without mistakes.
Give some love and give a big hand for your dance team.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the trifecta.
Got to get the ball to your scorers, and Lauri Markkanen is one of them.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They lead by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Lauri Markkanen. That's his first personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Pelicans.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
And this team is riding on the very broad shoulders of one Zion Williamson. Crucial free throws here.
Here's Abaji. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram. That's his first personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Jazz, Ochai Agbaji.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime, and we'll return shortly. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. Jones is out there with Daniels. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good. Ingram.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead builds up.
Collins, a screen on Jones. It's up top, defended by Jones. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. 4 on the clock. And he finishes nicely on the way. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for Utah.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting to them.
At the line for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Pass to Collins.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
We play just over a minute here in OT. Clarkson kicks to George. The Jazz need to get off a shot here to take the lead. Out to Clarkson. Back to Collins. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's George. Oh, and they take the lead.
This is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
With the step back, here's Ingram. From down in the low post, it goes. Ingram's got 39.
Brandon Ingram looks light, but don't take him lightly on the offensive end. He'll score.
Clarkson against Jones. From past the arc, nails the tray.
Jordan Clarkson coming through in the clutch.
New Orleans gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Screened by Valanciunas. Now the pass to Ingram. Ingram drawing the double team. Jones looking for an opening. Utah with the rebound. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Puts it up from 12. It's good.
Well, the defense did everything in their powers to make that possession difficult. Jordan just more powerful.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 4. 26 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here is Daniels.
The Pelicans call timeout.
Valanciunas with a screen on George. It drops, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Brandon Ingram showing some toughness that time. That's a strong finish.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
First team foul.
And the Jazz with possession. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Utah, George.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Here's Ingram. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
His first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Ingram, and the rejection by Collins. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Ingram. And so it's Utah who's scraped by with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Jordan. Congrats on the win. Huge night offensively. What does it feel like to ride that wave?
It feels good. My teammates, man, they were finding me. We were screening, we was playing well, moving the ball like how we supposed to do and what we preach. Then defensively, we just did a great job. Keeping guys in front of them. Everybody just pitched in, and another great team win.
And you were a big part of that, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Jordan Clarkson.